I'm
Because
ready.
see, the screen doesn't say recording. That's always how I know.
But he records it not using that anyway, so.
Oh.
Coming to you all the way from Norfolk, Virginia, Go On Podcast presents How Embarrassing with Molly and Jeff.
How embarrassing!
How embarrassing! How embarrassing!
Well. What do we have here? It's another episode of How Embarrassing, the podcast about all of our embarrassing lives. My name's Molly.
And I'm Jeff.
Here we go again on our own.
I think the right after the intro of this podcast is always the most awkward and worst part of the podcast. Right after you say the intro, we both go,
We go, well.
What did we say here?
Yeah, what episode number is this?
100 million.
80?
You'll get
Is
there
it
one
like
day.
80?
Yeah,
More,
something-
we're in the 80s now.
Yeah, we're here in the 80s in the worst part of the podcast.
All right. How you
Jeff-
doing today, Molly? How's
I'm-
life?
Okay, I'm really good. And you should have met me at the skate rink because I am learning to roller skate,
Nice.
everybody.
Cool.
And I'm doing better than I thought.
Ooh.
A 9-year-old girl told me she liked my skates.
Oh.
Wow.
And I said, thank you. I'm just learning.
Oh.
And so she me and her kind of had an understanding that we were both just learning. And, took it easy around the loops.
Right.
Yeah. It's been going really well though. My body hurts a lot. I'm
Ooh.
very sore. I am grossly out of shape. It turns
Well, it's weird
out.
muscles you have to use to skate too, like
Yeah.
the balancing and everything. It's
Kegels.
Yeah.
yeah.
Kegels.
Yeah,
Kegels.
I'm using body parts that I'm not used to using, like my legs.
Right.
So
And your arms and your torso and your neck and your face.
Yeah.
Well, your
So-
mouth is one you know how to use.
Yeah, my mouth is
Right.
the easy one. That one's all stretched out, ready to go. I don't mean
Right.
that gross. That sounds gross though.
Oh, no, I
but
was talking
it's-
about just how we do a podcast every
Yeah,
week.
okay, good. Okay. I didn't know if you were making a gross joke.
Let's get into embarrassing stories.
Word, sorry. I was talking too positively about myself. So-
Yeah, we were getting way too positive. I don't know who we think we are, but we're the negative Nancys.
You're right. Tell me some dumb shit about your stupid ass.
Okay. My embarrassing story is going to be something that happened a good 10 minutes ago.
Ooh,
Whoa.
Love it.
So, I mean, how long have we been recording this podcast over Zoom?
Almost
10
I'd say
months.
10 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're coming up on a year.
Yeah.
since-
Don't say
Oh,
that.
God, yeah. But we've been using the same link the whole time for the Zoom chat.
Mm-hmm.
And I still, every time, producer Matt Cole got tired of us going, what's the link again? So he changed his name in our Facebook chat to the link of the show.
Which rocks. That's
which
the
was
best.
Awesome. We
Yeah.
didn't ask it anymore because I would just go to his nicknames, copy that, and paste it.
Mm-hmm.
There's some new update. I can't find his nicknames on the Facebook app anymore. It's been 10 months and I still don't. I haven't bookmarked the
Yeah.
fucking.
Here's the thing, Jeff. The bookmarking is one thing. Another thing you could do is just scroll on the messenger, find a message he sent and just copy it from there. You don't have to go
Well,
into
that's a
the
lot of
nicknames.
scrolling. And if I ask, then you guys.
It's
know
not
that
a
I
lot of
failed.
scrolling because he had sent us a message you wouldn't actually, to be frank, you wouldn't have had to scroll at all. His message was the last one sent. So you could have just copied and pasted it directly from the
No.
conversation.
No, but I couldn't take his name. I couldn't find his name when he posted it. I would click the things and it said you could reply to him, but I couldn't find his name. It was it was very frustrating.
This is really helpful, I think, to a lot of boomers out there who have difficulties.
This is the
working
most
Zoom.
boring thing anyone can.
No, this is, like you said, this is the 80th episode, and it just gets more and more boring. This is awesome.
Our podcast, like,
Do you think?
know what the flaw with our podcast is? We don't introduce our guest early enough. We have someone in here who's like ready to make the podcast good.
Yeah, she's gonna
and
save
we just make them.
So-
we make them sit while we talk about the most dumb first world bullshit. We're like, oh, my Zoom chats are hard to do. Like, we're dying in the streets and we don't give a shit.
Well, I gave some relatable content about how I'm learning to roller skate. So
Yours was positive and nice. You know what, Molly? I'm the issue.
I know you're the
issue.
problem. No,
Okay.
that's definitely clear here.
Dude, I think for the 100th episode, we should have a trial to see if I should still be part of this podcast.
Oh my gosh, yeah, we could bring in witnesses.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, yeah, the
Get some
little terror will
testimonies.
come back. Okay,
I love it.
That's what,
My dad,
That's
I
it.
mean, not to freak you out, but my dad definitely has a lot to say about this matter.
Wow. Okay, so he'll have to. Okay, well, yeah. Let it be known. The 100th episode will be the
We
trial.
will air the
Blue.
100th episode. We will
November.
air grievances.
Yeah, we need it. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
trial of me.
Speaking of grievances, that reminds me of an ad.
That works.
Oh,
Ew. Excuse you.
Listen, you're not going to believe me, but that actually wasn't me.
You are the only other person in this subway train. And you chose to sit right next to me. And the second you sat down, you did that. And you expect me to think it wasn't you?
'Twas me, the little man in her pocket.
Oh my God. Is that a tiny little man in your pocket?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I told him he had to stay. I told you to stay in the pocket. I wanted to come out to play a prank and to tell my secret to this man. No,
So did you fart?
You can't tell your secret to this man. I want to.
I want to know the secret.
Okay.
Little farty guy. Please tell
Okay.
me your secret.
I'll take him out of my pocket to tell the secret, but you got to promise not to tell anyone. Because he doesn't share his secret with a lot of people.
Here, let me pull out my phone and I'll write a quick document with Document Pro.
Okay. And we'll sign
as
it.
long as we sign that,
Yeah.
I will not tell your secret.
It's an NDA. Got it.
Yes.
All right. Are you cool with that, little guy? That sounds lovely. Okay. I will sign the document.
Here it is. I already
And-
typed it up.
Now that
Tell me your
we've
secret.
now that we've notarized it, I feel I'm ready to tell you.
Please do. Please. I've been dying to know the secret. I just typed up a document. I paid a very small fee for what it cost for Doc Pro.
Well, you're gonna wait. You're gonna have to wait till the end of the episode to find out.
To be continued.
Oh my gosh, what an ad! I don't even know what it's an ad for.
It's like a radio ad.
You'll figure it
To
out.
be continued. You'll have to stay tuned in to the podcast to figure it out.
Oh, well, I am on the edge of my seat, but let's get some fresh energy into this room.
Yes.
All right, everybody. You know her because she once won a competition for chewing bubblegum.
She also once built a paper airplane that flew across the entire world.
Nice.
It was insane.
The star of Game of Thrones. Kemi Leoni.
First of my name. For names.
Mother of candles. Oh my gosh. All right. Kemi, I'm sorry you've had to sit through this episode so far.
Yeah.
We're
I
being
feel that way
really-
every time.
We're being really unique today. Are you embarrassed to be here?
No, I'm actually not because my students were doing a podcast and now I get to tell them, hey, I was on a podcast.
Oh my
God. We're competing with your students? Wait. What are their names? We have to drag them. There can only be one podcast.
I was gonna name names, but I don't want their parents to get nosy. And then
They are children. Yeah, you're right. That's probably a good career call on your part.
Don't fall for Jeff's tricks.
Yeah, Jeff will make you say things you don't want to say.
You started teaching for the first time in 2020, correct?
Yeah,
Wow.
By desire, I was like, well, I have bills today. I need money, so I turned to teaching. Who turns to teaching when they need money? That's kind of what I did. Someone asked me, actually, I don't remember who it was, but someone was like, oh, like why did you get into teaching? And I was like, COVID. Like, there's no other reason. I don't think, it's not like my dream to be a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was in college and I majored in English, people were like, oh, you want to be a teacher? It's like, fuck no. And now, here I am teaching English. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's a really interesting, an interesting move to get into. It's like, I heard that this is the hardest year ever to be a teacher, so I guess I'll just
I'm curious to what it was about 2020 and the pandemic that made you want to do that career change.
Well, she just said she's in it for the cold hard cash.
Well, that's a lie. Because
stop calling our guest a liar, Jeff.
Wow, you called her a liar?
Jesus Christ! I wish Kemi was my teacher. I bet she's a kick-ass teacher.
I try my best.
I'm sure she's a great teacher.
Oh, now you change your tune.
Wow, Jeff, you feel really bad about what you've said.
Well, yeah, this is embarrassing. I do feel like I was offensive in a way that I'm not sure how I was, but
well, you're like, why would anybody do this shit? Why would you be a teacher now, you dumbass?
And she's like, I needed money, and you're like, that can't be it.
I think it's very interesting because it's a strange year to be a teacher.
Keep digging that hole.
Been a teacher for 20 years.
Dig that hole, Jeff.
Well, Jeff, I'm
very curious about that.
She didn't have any other options.
I'm just curious about the whole experience. I'm not.
Oh my God, he's still talking about it, Jeff.
I'm sorry. I'll mute myself. I will go ahead and mute myself.
I don't know. So now that Jeff has thoroughly just ruined everyone's life. Kemi, do you have are you historically someone who gets embarrassed easily, or do you just kind of roll with it?
I kind of roll with it. I feel like I get embarrassed over very little things, and then I think about them for the rest of my life. But in preparation, I wrote down some embarrassing moments that I could possibly share. I don't know if they're that embarrassing or just weird. But...
We'll be the judge of that.
Okay.
Do you have a long list? You have 20 things?
Right now I have 6 different things.
Nice.
Ooh,
perfect.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Let's crack these open.
Do I just start?
Crack them open.
Do you want me to count down? I'll count down. All right, everybody ready? 3, 2, 1, and go.
Okay, so I don't know if it's too embarrassing, but I want to tell you about the 3rd time I ever got high. Okay.
Okay.
I've only been high 3 times in my life. I don't like it. And I really just started smoking the marijuana not long ago. But the first time, I don't remember what happened the first time. I think I just talked about my life and childhood for hours, and then I fell asleep. The second time, I think I ate something, and I guess it was not good, and I ended up puking. But the third time was during actually, I'm not even going to mention the word school, but it was during the holiday break, and I really hope like my mom or anyone I went to church to ever listens to this. But so I really wanted to, like I love Game of Thrones, and now that it's been off for I guess now going on 2 years,
Yeah.
I like fantasy stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna watch Lord of the Rings. I had never watched it before. Yeah, I my mom is very African, very Nigerian, very Christian. Mm-hmm. She was like, no wizards, no fairies.
Oh. Okay. No wizards, no fairies.
No wizards, no fairies.
I never watched like Harry Potter. I never watched Lord of the Rings. She only let me watch Narnia because it was like a Christian allegory. So that was the only thing that I ever watched. So I was like, I'm going to watch Lord of the Rings. And I think it was the third one, right? The Return of the King. That's the third one. Mm-hmm. So I watched and I decided to smoke a little bit.
Ooh.
And I did that. And all I remember from that night is me yelling at the screen while I was watching it. And because someone told me that I was doing this, but apparently I was really loud and I was yelling at the screen. And I said, and I quote, "Bitch, is you Gollum or is you Smeagol?"
Oh my God, I love that so much.
I repeating it over and over again. I was very frustrated. I was like, "Are you Gollum or are you Smeagol?" Very passionate about it and very upset. And the person was like, "I don't think I ever want to get high with you ever again." Screaming.
Have you ever seen the movie Sybil?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I would love to get high with you and make you watch Sybil. Because you would be doing that, being like, "Bitch, are you this, or this?" It has like 7 personalities.
Yeah, that was it. That was in December. And I have not smoked again. I don't really feel like it agrees with me, but that was I don't know if that's really embarrassing, except for the fact that
I love it either way.
But yeah.
That was iconic. I honestly might get a tramp stamp that says, "Is you Gollum or is you Smeagol?"
I know what the title of the podcast is going to be. That's good.
That is so funny.
Oh, I'm so excited for the next story. Oh, we have 6? What a treat.
Okay, so my other embarrassing story. So I've been out of college now for almost 4 years. And it's really hard to make friends once you graduate from school. I don't know.
It's so hard. Yes, I agree with that.
It's awful. And none of my friends live here. So, I kind of get by, and that's kind of why I miss Push a lot, because that's really the only time I get to see people doing comedy.
Right.
Because no one lives in Newport News. I live deep in Newport News, this area. So I never get to see people. But I get a lot of phone calls from people that I went to college with, and I get really excited. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this person was really cool in college," and they're calling me. I wonder one, how did they get my number? But whatever. The phone, and there's another girl that I went to college with. Her name was also Kemi. I'm not even.
Wow.
Her name was also Kemi, and she called me. I hope she never listens to this. And she was like, "Hey, how are you?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, hey Kemi, how are you?" Her sister was really cool because her sister was in a sorority. Not that she wasn't cool, but her sister was really cool too. And so she's talking to me and asking me how I'm doing. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm making friends." And she's like, "Hey, so I wanted to share with you this opportunity that I'm a part of. I don't know if you'd be interested, but here's the Zoom link." And basically she was trying to recruit me for her pyramid scheme /
yeah.
And honestly, this has already happened to me 3 times this year, and it's only been January. And like last year, it probably happened like 5 or 6 times. People would call me and like, oh my gosh, I'm connecting. And they just want me to join their pyramid scheme.
Yeah, there was someone I know who wanted me to sell knives door to door.
No.
Vector knives.
And I'm like, have you met me? I am not someone people want showing up like hawking knives.
I got like an invite for liking a realtor's page today, and then I looked at the name and I was like, oh, I totally forgot about that person from high school. Just randomly read. I don't think we're even friends on Facebook, and I was just like, oh,
Are they a realtor?
what?
And they're a realtor?
Yeah.
Word. Okay.
Number four.
Okay. Okay.
I
Another.
think this is number 3.
I don't know which one to choose from. Do you want to hear about something that has to do with my hair? This guy. Well, the guy that I used to like go out with wasn't. I don't really know if it's that interesting because he like ended up ghosting me. So that might be more sad than embarrassing. Yeah, I really don't know. My list says hair, pie, and Lord of the Rings, pyramid scheme, tripping,
Ooh.
field hockey, James,
Ooh.
that was his name, and
Shout out to James.
Yeah, let's hear about James.
Yeah.
Hey, James, if you're listening, give Kemi a call.
you know, he's only like 3 years like late, but yeah, so James, so he was super cute. I met him doing stand up at Kazi's. This was like in 2018. And I was doing my jokes and I realized like, oh my gosh, he's really cute. And he was sitting down and he had like, he just looked like, he had really nice style. He looked like every like gentrifier in Brooklyn. Like he had this really nice like, shoes and like button down. He just looked really cute. And so I was doing my jokes and I was like, you know, I'm going to try to like talk to him in the middle of my set. So I don't remember what I said, but I think I said something along the lines of, I think I was pretty blunt. I said, do you like Black girls? That was what I said.
Nice.
Well, did he?
You know, I put him on the spot. He was like, I don't know.
He's like, I don't know how to answer this.
And yeah, that was my Applebee's is here. They just knocked on the door.
Yes, Applebee's.
But basically, I mean, to make a long story short, I thought he was super cute. He's from Connecticut and moved to Newport News. And we lost contact for a little bit. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to put myself out there because we used to hang out a lot and go to the movies and things like that. But I'm a shy person when it comes to relationships. So I like people and I just swear it to secrecy and like write about it in my journal. And then no one ever, oh my gosh, he's like still knocking and in the like notes.
Do you need to go get your Applebee's from
You
the
need to
door?
go. Feel free.
Get it. Please excuse my pants. I'm wearing my PJ pants.
Oh, nice.
Okay. We'll vamp. We'll talk about what we think James said.
Well, I'm trying to find James because, I mean, you know, it's a very small, you know, stand-up community.
I could tell by the look in your eye. I was like, I bet you Matt's on Facebook
He's
right
typing
now,
away.
desperately trying to figure out who this is.
I
I'm
think
sure
I
that the
know.
audio is going to come across with just tons of typing at this point.
Yeah, typing.
got my
Have you figured that out yet, Matt?
No, I'm still working
All
on
right,
it.
so Kemi
The typing
has
noise.
secured. She has secured her Applebee's order and is now back to tell us what happened when she put herself out there.
Yes, so I put myself out there. So it was after a couple of months that I had talked to him, and so I was like, "Hey, you know, he's really into like turtles." So,
What? Oh my God! What?
like not in like a fetish kind of way. He's just like,
No, oh God, I didn't think that.
I never say that.
No one thought it was a
he's
fetish.
really into turtles and things like that and outdoorsy stuff. So, because we went on a hike before, so I was like, "Oh, let's go to the Virginia Living Museum," because he also lives in Newport News.
Hey, I used to work there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I only worked there for like 6 months, but I did used to work there.
Yeah, I haven't been there because it brings up too many bad memories. Not
Oh,
really,
no.
but anyways.
Oh, shit.
So we go, and I think it's like we're having a good time. I felt like we were vibing even more, and he was like, oh, he got really excited every time he saw a fish in like in the aquarium. He was like, oh, he would talk to like a fish the way we talk to dogs, like when you see a dog on the street. He's like, hey, little guy, like that kind of stuff. My friend was like, I don't know, I don't know. My friend had theories about him, but basically, I thought it was going well. I was like, hey, like, yeah, this was really cool. Like, I'll text you afterwards. And then every time I texted him, he left me on red. And then I did like what no one should ever do. I invited him to my improv show.
Yeah. Oh no.
He was like, yeah, I'll see if I can come.
Yeah.
And then the day of, he was like, actually, I have a meeting. No, he was like, I have like my meeting for like video games, so I can't make it.
I have my meeting for video games. Yeah, that's a good one. That's
it wasn't that
excuse.
embarrassing that you invited him to an improv show.
No.
If he had a meeting for video games.
Yeah. So, again, not necessarily embarrassing, just more ways I've been ghosted over the years.
Yeah. That's what. Wait, can I hear the field hockey story?
Okay. So I played field hockey all 4 years of high school. I went to Hampton High School in Hampton. Hampton is like a predominantly like Black high school. So it's like really like, I don't know. Every time we like would go to like other schools, I felt like people just thought we were like a gang because we were all wearing like red and we were all like carrying these sticks. But yeah, I played field hockey in high school because I wanted a cooler activity besides band. I was in band in middle school. I was like, you're not going to get laid if you're in band. Little did I know you would.
Oh, band is the fuck central of the place.
Yeah.
Those band kids are getting freaky.
Yeah. I did marching band and everyone was fucking each other.
Okay, but you can't.
Except for me.
I like in the percussion ensemble, so I like played a mean xylophone, and that's not like a sexy instrument at all.
Yeah, you were in the pit.
Yeah, xylophone type of person. That's kind of what I played. But I was like, oh, I'm going to play field hockey. So I think this was like our junior, senior year. I was on varsity, and I played like forward and like midfield. I don't know why I played midfield. Like people just think because I'm like skinny, I can like run very well.
I was gonna say that's a lot of running. I actually, not to brag, I was cut from the field hockey team, so I did spend a full summer trying to learn how to play field hockey for nothing. But I do know midfield is a lot of running.
It's a lot of running. And I don't remember who we were playing, but we got a break, and I got the ball, and I'm like, I have the ball, and I'm like by myself, and I'm like all the way passing the defenders, like, it was like a picture perfect moment. And I'm right in front of like the goal, and I'm running, and my legs are kind of long. And so before I like hit the ball, I trip over my feet and fall right on the ground.
Oh no.
And, like everybody catches up with me, and then the other team scores.
Oh no.
I did not get a scholarship to play field hockey in college.
Shocking.
You were wondering. But yeah, that was my field hockey story.
Yeah, I like learned how to play field hockey and tried out for the team in high school. Didn't make it, but I did play some rec field hockey before that, and was hit in the face and had to get a double root canal on my front tooth.
Whoa.
Which is still to this day grayer than my other teeth. So I should have known. Like I should have just quit once the ball hit the tooth, but I'm nothing if not resilient.
I did for sports in high school. I tried out for the tennis team, and then they said no, thank you, because that was the first time I played tennis. Was trying out, and then I was on our strange lacrosse team. That was like not a true lacrosse team because Virginia Beach didn't have lacrosse teams. But then
it was like a club, maybe?
Yeah, it was more like a club in which I did it for like, I convinced my parents to buy me the shit. And then like 2 weeks later, I was like, I hate this. I don't like contact sports.
Yeah, I
I
was.
don't want to push people around.
I
not
was
that
let
aggressive.
go. I was let go from the track team. They didn't typically make cuts, but they made an exception for me. It was a no-cut sport, but it didn't work out between me and the track. I was let go.
Oh.
Yes. Anyway, let's get back to that ad.
Let's get to back to
Okay. Are you ready to hear my secret? Now that we've signed the documents, got them notarized.
I've been sitting here just anticipating the secret for a good 20 minutes now. I'm so excited.
Okay. Well, if you want to become little and mysterious like me, you need to do this one thing that I'm going to tell you.
Okay?
Sorry.
Okay.
I had a frog in my throat.
That was just the beginning of the secret. Okay, continue.
Drink more Ovaltine.
What?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The How Embarrassing podcast is sponsored by Ovaltine.
No.
That's right. Go to ovaltine.gov and type in Little Man and get your free packet of Ovaltine.
I'm not. No, this is no. I don't. So dumb.
And we're back. Jeff?
Yeah, -1. I'm out.
You're not. Okay. Yeah, right.
No, I gotta stay. I gotta stay for the 100th episode so we can see if I'm gonna get booted or not from
you're
the
right.
podcast.
Oh my gosh, we should make it into a mini series.
Okay.
Do like a dramatic. I have ideas. Anyway, we'll talk about
we'll do a
this
mini
later.
series on our Patreon about it.
Okay.
Leading up to it, and then the 100th episode will be the actual trial.
Yeah, that
All
works.
right. And it's time for segments and games.
Games and segments.
Fuck, marry, kill, raise. Fuck, marry, kill, raise. Fuck, marry. Ooh,
Kira.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to play a game that we have never played before and we will never play again. We made it up here on the spot and no one has ever heard of it. It is called Fuck, Marry, Kill, and Raise. Now, Kemi, you're going to be our lovely contestant today. And here's how the game's going to work. We're going to give you 4 options. You got to fuck one. You got to marry one. You cannot fuck the one you marry. You got to kill one. You cannot fuck the one you kill before, after, or during the murder. And then you raise one as your own flesh and blood, your own goo goo gaga baby you're in charge of forever. And you cannot fuck the one you raise.
Uh-huh.
All right. Do you understand the rules?
Yeah, that was a lot to take in, but I get it.
Okay. So, fuck, marry, kill, raise. Your options are me.
Me?
Me.
And yourself. Go.
Oh gosh. Okay. I would raise Molly.
Ooh.
I would, because she makes really cool candles. And I'm very stressed and I like to burn candles, so I can raise her as my own.
Oh, free candles for mommy.
I would fuck Matt. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
It's a good choice.
I like redheads. Yeah.
Nice.
And I would marry Jeff because we could get married on our collective birthday, which is April 14th.
Yes,
Oh,
we do
that's
have.
right.
You guys have the same birthday?
Yeah.
There's like 5 of us at Push that have the same.
Whoa.
I know Ted, previous guest in front of the pod, also has been.
Really?
Yeah.
Ted, Delana, Ed Phillips, Jeff, and me. We all have the same birthday.
Yes.
We should do a group podcast on your birthday.
Yeah.
We can have a Herald team for our birthday.
Oh.
We could.
Cool.
After COVID, we are big things are happening for April 14th, baby.
Hell yeah. I'm jealous. I'm gonna forge a new birth certificate.
To join the team.
Yeah. I don't like to miss out.
No, it's obvious that you were born in December with your like grasping for attention bullshit.
Yeah, actually, I am a perfect Sagittarius.
Yeah, Sagittarius. Yeah.
Anyway, so you'll kill yourself, huh?
Not about that. I was like, I left someone out.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I guess for purposes of this game.
Yeah.
Maybe you
that's how it
wait
works.
until you're 100 years old and then
You can live a full life. You can be like, oh, I'm gonna die within 2 hours.
Yeah,
So I'll do
a
it.
lot of people don't realize you can live a full life and still kill yourself.
Yeah.
Right.
It won't be tragic.
A lot of people don't know that.
All right, that was fuck, marry, kill, raise. Mama kill, rock,
And now for the exciting real conclusion of the ad.
Okay. The secret lies within the parcel that contains the Applebee's that our guest ordered for dinner.
But
So,
what did they order for dinner, mother?
your entire voice changed. What the fuck?
What are we doing? I don't understand what this is.
You didn't like the original ending, so I'm giving you a second chance to end
I
it.
rolled with it, and then you guys critiqued me on my voice, and then we just broke the whole fourth wall.
Okay, well, I want to do a new segment.
No, the fourth wall was broken. Play the music. We're out of the ad.
I want to
Let's
do
get
a
to
new
the plugs.
segment where we Kemi tells us what her Applebee's order is.
Okay. I do that?
I'm interested. What did
I'd
you
like
get
to
from
know.
Applebee's?
Yeah, what'd you get?
Okay, so I got a side. I am a green bean connoisseur.
Ooh.
So I got a side of garlicky green beans.
Okay.
That's great.
I could definitely make myself because I have some green beans in my fridge, but and I also got Urban Street chicken with shrimp and these small containers of garlic mashed potatoes, which is like dripping.
Ooh.
That looks good, honestly.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
I'm a mashed potato
hungry now.
connoisseur.
Oh, really? This
Yeah.
is red skin mashed potatoes.
Ooh, yum. It's actually, they're called the Washington mashed potatoes now.
Oh, you're right.
Wow. Correction. She knew that shit.
Well, that looks like a great order. We have come to the end of the road here on our episode. But Kemi, I know you have all kinds of cool stuff you're always doing. Is there anything you want to plug? Any projects you're working on right now? Anything you got going on?
Well, projects. I'm looking for a new job. So if it's hiring, I would recommend not to return to teaching next school year, but I probably will have to. But aside from that, I'm hoping to get started with gardening again. The reason why I stopped is because I started teaching and now I have no time. I have a gardening blog, and I'm trying to see if I have the time to start a school garden. But other than that, I am in the hunt for a job. So if you see me message you on LinkedIn, you know why.
So everyone hit up Kemi. She's a hard worker, hates to teach, it turns out. Kemi, did we ruin your life today with this podcast?
Not more than the current political situation has on it.
I'm so glad that we didn't ruin your life more than what America is doing.
That's true.
That would feel
like...
so bad.
Yeah.
If we were.
I would have to rethink everything about this podcast.
That would be...
I know. I'd be like, well, this is the end of the podcast. I didn't realize we were this shitty of humans.
Turns out we're terrible. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, this has been a great episode. Thank you so much for joining us. I don't think we have anything to plug right now that I can think of. Matt, you've got shows coming up, right? Earprov?
Yeah, you're doing some bullshit.
Yeah, every
right?
Friday and Saturday, 8 p.m. Earprov.com. Baby raising money for Push Comedy Theater and having fun and getting fucked.
I love that for you. All right. Little worms, if you see me skating around, make sure you say, "What's up, girl?" Until next time, everyone, keep
wiggling.
Thanks so much for listening to How Embarrassing Podcast at Go On Production. If you have an embarrassing story and you'd like to be a guest on How Embarrassing Podcast, send us an email at howembarrassingpodcast@gmail.com.
No wizards, no fairies.